同学们好.
老师好。
师好.
Welcome, welcome. Great to hear all your voices and great to see you. It is our second class of the 49 series. We discussed quite a bit last week about what we were going to do. I did send mail for those of you who didn't get it. We've decided we're going to focus on doing the new transitions on the 49, so there are a few people who don't know the traditional form who probably won't be joining us. Other people who are concentrating on the traditional form because they're doing ranking. So we'll just be going through the transitions and focusing on those, and we'll see how it goes. Today's the 11th of September. Last week we did the first new transition, which was from hand strums lute to high pat on horse. We'll practice that in a little bit. Actually, from high pat on horse, we're going to go, then we're back to the traditional form as you know it. Thrust palm, turn body, cross kick, strike tiger, heel kick, twin fists, heel kick. And then there's a new transition. And so that's what we'll work on today. Before we do that, the essential for September, just to remind you, is use intent and not force. And that's really the goal there is for us to practice our relaxation, to practice to be relaxed. And the methods we use for that is extension. So feel, and standing practice is a great way to do it. You can also do it in moving practice. So feel that everything is a bit longer, everything's a little bit taller. That's in terms of body shape, right? But there's also mind, and so it says use mind, not force. So as you practice, put your mind on relaxation. Think about extending. We've got 10 of these. It's a big number. Master Young categorizes this one under spirit because it involves the mind, and also practice methods because you've got posture, practice methods, and spirit, and this one is practice methods and spirit. So, since the 49 takes us very quickly into the kicks and turns, and we don't have the first section of the traditional form to warm up, let's start with the 25 warm-ups. And I will mirror, and we'll, in the next few weeks, in a couple of weeks, you will know this if you don't already know it, but I'll do this relatively slowly, and we'll stop and pause and review to make sure that we're all following along. So the format of this is 2 8 counts. When we get to 4 5, usually I will call the next movement so that you know what's coming. That also helps to learn it. So we start shoulder width apart. You can start with your hands on your hips. I like standing with my arms sideways because when we do this next stretch, I can actually get a bit more of a stretch here with my arms by my side, but your option. So 25 warm-ups, looking to left and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, forward, back, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, side to side, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, flapping palms, 7, 8, arms outstretched, and actually flex at the wrists, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, flapping out, 7, 8, so start from the chest, throw them forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, shoulders twist, 7, 8. So we're going to start by pushing the arms forward. If you can, keep the palms to the outside. You don't have to, but if your shoulders are allowed, it gives you a little bit more of a shoulder twist. So we'll start going forwards, and we'll do 2 sets of 8, and then we'll reverse the direction and do 2 sets of 8 in the other direction. So from here, shoulders twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, and reverse. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Arms push apart. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. Flapping palms. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3. Stretch at the side. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Push up, stoop down. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Flap left and right. 7, 8. So for this one, we're going to keep bending our knees. We're going to go in 1 8 count to the left and back to the center, in the second 8 count to the right and back to the center. Try, if you're not certain that you're going to be able to keep your knees pointing to the front, not to twist your hips, because that risks twisting your knees. So try and keep your hips square and just turn at the waist. So flapping to left and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Flap in front. 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. Arm stretch, rotate. So we're going to go first to the left corner. So step, step, so that you're facing the left corner. Arms out. We're going to turn the tap, and then we're going to go step, step to the right corner for the second set of 8, and then we're going to come back to square. So to your left corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. To the right. Step, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Clench fist jump. Step, step. So with this series, we're going to, alternate legs. First, it's always going to start on your left leg. So left, right, and we're going to do a bunch of things with our arms. Then we're going to step back with the right foot, step back with the left foot for the second set of things, but again, it always starts on the left foot. Okay, so we've gone step, step, clenched fist, jump. Say that quickly 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Heel step out. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Push up and down. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Step back, swing out. 7, 8. So now we're going to do this back step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Step back, pull down. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Step back, hands clap. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Tiptoe back swing. 7, 8. So with a tiptoe, actually you just lift the heels as you step, bend forward as far as you are comfortable, and come back up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Marching step. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, and 8 more. 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and stop. There we are. Good work. Hopefully you're slightly out of breath, your muscles are slightly warmer. Just the usual, particularly because we're going this week, we're going to be working on one of the turns, and there's already a turn in the thing we're going to practice. Be very aware of your body. You know, if I'm talking about anything, suggesting anything, and you're not ready to do it today, don't do it. Look after yourself. So, before we start with our practice, are there any questions? Okay, so we're going to start at the beginning of the 49. We're going to go to where we got to last week, which was hand strum lute, high pat. Then we're going to keep going. Thrust palm, turn body, cross kick. I'll just call the movements. You will know the movement sequence because it's exactly the same sequence as in the traditional form. When we've done that, we'll review what I did last week, and then we'll move on. So, young family, Tai Chi Chuan, and I'll practice in the same direction as you, so that's the front for me. 49 form. Prepare. Actually, let's just take a minute here, since we've been jumping around, to just calm the mind and calm the body. Feel the head lifting up. Feel the neck extending. Shoulders sinking down. Absorb the chest. Legs slightly absorbed, not bent, but not locked, so that you can relax the waist. Opening. Grass bird's tail. Ward off left. Ward off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. And from here we jump into the second section with cloud hands. 1, 2, 3. Single whip. High pat on horse. Separation kick, right. Transition. Right separation kick. Left separation kick, transition. Left separation kick. Turn body. Left heel kick. Left brush knee. So here we are, imagine you're back in the first section, hand strums the lute. And the new movement last week, high pat on horse. Now there's a sequence in the second section, thrust palm. Turn body, cross kick. which is just turning around, right heel kick. And from here, strike tiger, left. Right. Right heel kick. Still a sequence you know. Strike twin fists. Strike opponent's ears. Keep going. Left heel kick. And here you would do a turn body right heel kick, but there's a new movement here which we'll learn today. And stop. Not a new movement, a new transition, because we're going to go from left heel kick to turn body chop with fist, which is delightful. So, any questions about any of that? Okay, so let's start with the review. I went back and looked at Master Young's various videos doing this form, and I realized that I was following Grandmaster Young's indoors instructions a bit too closely, and some of the upper-lower coordination isn't exactly the way I told you last week. So I want to review that. So we are going to talk about left brush knee. So we're going to go, we've done left brush knee, hand strums the lute. Okay, so from here we're going to do high pat on horse. Let's just walk through it. So shifting weight back, you can see my left toe is lifting. Rotate the palms, so the palms are now one up, one down. As you change the footwork from heel to ball, you strike out with the right and pull back with the left. Do that again. So we're in left brush knee. Go into hand strums the lute. So from here, shifting back weight, rotate the arms, changing footwork, right goes forward, left comes back. Again, we'll start in, go ahead.
Can you clarify when we're rotating the arms? Are we rotating the arms at the moment we change our footwork, or are we rotating our arms as we go back?
Okay. So we are here as we shift our, because we've got 30% on the front leg. We've got to shift our weight back. As we shift our weight back, we're rotating the hands, getting ready to do the strike. But what I said last week that's wrong compared, as far as Master Young's performance, is when we're in hand strums the lute, I said change footwork, root touch with the left foot before you strike out. He actually starts striking with his foot in the air. So that actually is consistent with a number of things. One is the principle of coordinating upper and lower, right? So if one moves, the other moves. The other, I'll show you two other things that might help you just fix this in your head. At least it helped me. One is if you think about how we do thrust palm from single whip. So sit back, weight, change the hands. And then come in, and we're actually, as the foot comes in, we're already coming forward. So it's the same principle. Shift back weight, change the hands, change footwork as the arms come through, and you are rooted just before you finish. Another place where we see something similar is raise hands to white crane. So we're in raise hands, circle down, change footwork, come to the right. This is not the point here. You can see I'm actually deflecting up when my foot is in the air. My foot doesn't land until about here, and then as I give my 30%, I finish my movement. So that's the way that all of these work. Okay.
Thank you.
Actually, it's really uncanny the way some of your videos zoom in and zoom out. Zoom as an app is getting far too clever for its own good, I think. Anyway, let's just practice those just a couple more times, and I think it should be pretty straightforward. Then let's just practice it, then I'll watch you. So we're in hand strums the lute, left heel forward, shift back weight, rotate the palms. Now change footwork and strike. Check that your chest is square at the end. Your right palm is neck height. Again. Hand strums the lute. Shift weight back, rotate the palms, change footwork as you strike forward. Check that your left hand is at the bottom of your ribs. Your shoulder is closed, so your elbow is almost to the side of your body, but certainly not behind you like this. Keep practicing on your own. Let me just check and see if there's anything I should talk about, and then if there are any questions, we can talk about that. So a couple of things that I noticed that I just want to remind you of. One is when we do the movement, as always with Young Style, we want to keep the pace smooth and even. So make sure that when you're going back, you don't sort of do this nice slowly and methodically and then suddenly strike out and surprise somebody. So we're just trying to keep the same pace going forward as we are when we change the hands. Second thing to bear in mind, just check with yourself. When we strike out here, it's really easy for this right shoulder to come up. Make sure that you keep your right shoulder sinking. And of course, you know, there's only one or two people who have each of these problems, so this is not necessarily applicable to you. The third one is when you've finished when you go into, you start at the heel, you go into a ball touch. Two things to watch out for. One, use push and support, in other words, friction from the front to the back. Don't move your hip forward to get 30%. Your hip stays seated, stays over your right foot, over your right bubbling well. So essentially it's a push and support that gives you that 30%. The other thing is make sure that you are pushing down with the whole ball of your foot. So some of us, from what I could see, your heel is quite high and it looks as if you're almost touching more with the toe than the ball. So make sure that it's the ball of the left foot. So let's practice those things just a few more times. So we are in left foot forward, hand strums lute, shift back weight, keep the speed constant as you come forward. Check right shoulder down. Again, left side hand strum lute. Shift back weight, rotate the palms, touch, root, strike forward. Make sure you're touching with the whole ball. Last time. Hand strum lute, shift back weight, rotate the arms, change footwork as the arms come forward. And hold that for a moment. Since we're practicing relaxation, feel your head lifting, feel your tailbone sinking, feel your arms, your right arm all the way to the fingertip extended, chest sinking. And relax. Good. Any questions?
It won't go bad.
Yes, Rogelio.
I guess if we're changing from uh, heel empty stance into a ball empty stance, we're also changing the torso from a corner to straight, right?
That is right.
Okay. So
Correct.
I'm wondering if, yeah, I probably missed and you said it, but it's not only turning your hands. Probably you want to, if you want to start in a striking position, it's raising the right hand a little bit closer to the shoulder from where it was when we were in playing the lute, to really have the striking sort of like in, not only rotate but lifting in order to do this.
Yes. I'm not aware of a specific instruction around that, but that sounds like it makes sense. So yes, do that. I think the more, the sort of clearer and more salient thing is what you said first, which is the body turn, because, and I didn't belabor the point. I'll do it this way, right? So your chest is square. The energy is coming from the body turn here, right? It's going from corner to square is where the energy is. It's that turn that delivers the energy. Yep.
And I don't know if it sort of feels natural to even cock the energy a little bit, like pushing a little bit further right before actually going straight.
Yes.
Like lift, cock, and go.
I find that when I do it for myself, and there's two ways that I think about it. One is Master Young often says, if you want to go left, start to the right. If you want to go up, start down. So it's that principle. The other one is, so we've got this momentary pause. It's not really a stop. It's like a piston being pushed by a piston pushing a wheel. You know, the wheel keeps going round and round, but the piston goes one direction and then turns round. And so when you're changing direction from here to go forward, so I've done a lift here, and there's probably a little bit, it's mostly up and down, there's maybe a little bit forward waist movement. To actually keep the circle going, it actually helps me to go back just a little and then come forward again. Again, I have not heard Master Young talk about that, so take that under advisement.
Thank you.
Great questions. Any other questions? Good. We're doing well. So let us start again from hand strums the lute. We're going to do high pat, then go through the sequence to get to the next transition that we're going to do. Given that we've got almost half an hour, I think we may well make it to the end of the first section of the 49. The 49 also comes in two sections. They're about half and half. And we may well get to the end of the first section today. We'll see how it goes. So I think I'm going in this direction. We'll see. So we've done hand strums the lute, and we are going to go to high pat on horse. Now thrust palm, shift weight back, step wider, thrust the left over the right. Turn body, cross kick, pivot on the left heel, sink, stand up, heel kick. So from here, we're going to actually, in fact, if I'm practicing in the regular direction, I'd be going in this one. Right strike tiger. Left strike tiger first, then right strike tiger. Right heel kick, twin fists, left heel kick, and stop there. So I'm going to assume that those movements are all okay. I'll get you in a second, Judy. I will if there's time at the end, I'll just watch you doing this and see if there's any things in those movements that we need to focus on. But we're going to focus on the transitions today. Judy.
I just got a little directionally confused when you started. So could you just put us where we were to keep going? I think I understand where I was different, where you were different, but if we could just do that, maybe.
Right. Yes. I know, because I'm doing, yes. So let's think about this. So we've got cloud hands, separation kicks, turn body, hand strum lute. So we've got turn body, hand strums lute. Then we've got high pat on horse, thrust palm. So if this is the front, and I'm facing in the regular direction, so I'm facing the same direction as you, we ended up, after doing the turn, after doing the separation kicks, going in this direction, which is the westerly direction, which is 3 o'clock on Nancy direction. So that would be here, left brush knee. Does that make sense?
That corrects it. You were flipped, and so
I was flipped.
I was flipped. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yeah, I was flipped, and then I unflipped myself, and everybody got confused.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So the movement that we're going to talk, the transition that we're going to talk about now is left heel kick to turn body chop with fist. And so let me just demonstrate that. So normally we would do, after we've done twin fists, we do left heel kick, so we sink, rotate the left hand, spin, stand up, do a right heel kick. This is what we do in the form. Here what we're going to do is we're going to do the same spin, but we're going to do a turn body chop with fist. And so let me just walk you through that, and then we'll do the bits and pieces. So we're going to start with the left, we're starting with the left heel kick. The first thing to notice for the change is that when you sink and put your left leg behind you, don't rotate your palm up. Keep your palm sitting. Then we're going to do a turn. You're going to shift your weight to the left. Then from here, you're going to do chop with fist. So the left hand is going to come in, the right hand is going to circle down, chop, and strike. So that's how we do left heel kick to turn body chop with fist. So let's just review the footwork first. So we've done the left heel kick. So, and you can use the arms, but I'm not going to focus on the arms for now. Spin. You're going to spin on your right leg, then you're going to shift your weight over to the left and establish your weight on the left. Then you're going to step out with the right foot, heel touch. This is where you're going to do the chop. Then you're going to push forward, bend knee. This is where you're going to do the strike. So actually, in a way, if it weren't for the spin, this is simpler than the way we usually do turn body chop with fist from fan through the back, because there's all this fancy arm circling nonsense going on. This one is much simpler. So let's just do the footwork first. So we've done the left heel kick, spin. So you're facing again the direction that you came, but your left foot is now to the corner. Shift your weight onto the left, step out, bow stance with heel touch. This is where you're going to do your chop. Bend knee. This is where you do the strike with the left. So if you can't do the spin today, just walk it around and end up with your left foot to the corner facing the side. Then step out to the heel touch and bend knee.
And our right foot is in at neutral before it goes out, right?
Right foot. So when I spin, I'm on my right.
Right.
Then I shift to the left.
Shift.
I bring it in.
Yes. Okay.
I believe so. Yeah. I don't just leave it hanging out there. Bring it in and step out.
Yeah. It feels. I want to bring it in. I just want to make sure that's right.
I do too. I do too.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So for the wee kick, the way that I think about it is turn. We reviewed. Yeah, not everybody was in the review class. So turn with the waist, lead with the body. So turn first, and then do your spin. So starting with your right foot to the corner, looking to the left side. Turn and come back. Turn and come back. And then on number 3, just keep going. And then bring your weight over to the left. Step out, heel touch, bend knee. One of the things that I find helps, there are 2 things that help. One is the 0 thing is don't wait with your leg out back and lose your balance. Put your leg out and go. That's 0. But beyond that, lead with the body. Keep the leg out, and then when you come in, when you come around, bring the leg in. That will give you a little bit of a speed up and help you to land. It's the ballerina effect, right? Use angular momentum is your friend. How is that for the turns? Yes. So one of the things that I just noticed that we should aim for, and this is, do what I say, don't do what I do. When we spin, we want to ideally land in such a way that the right foot is 1 line 2 sides relative to the left foot, so that you can just step out. So think about where you're going to aim your landing so that your feet aren't too far apart when you land, because then you've really got to yank that right foot back. Yes. Okay. Let's add the arms, and I'm not going to worry about the spin with the arms, and I'll go in this direction first. I may turn around. So we've done the kick. So our palms are both sitting. So we're going to spin, keep the arms out. You're going to land on your left foot. Now, so you're on the left. You've transitioned from the right to the left. Bring the left hand into the shoulder and circle the right into the chop. So from here, you're going to bring it in and chop. From here, bring in the left, circle the right and chop. I'm going to face the other direction. That might be easier for you to watch, if you need to watch. So we're here, both palms are sitting. I'm going to turn. I'm going to be landing on my left foot. Change the weight to the right. Now, as my right foot goes in and out, the right arm is going to circle down and chop. Right arm is going to circle down and chop. The left arm that you can't see in this view is just going to come to the shoulder as that happens. And so from here, the rest is just the end of turn body chop with fist that you know.
Could you do it in the other direction? Because I
Yes,
can see
ma'am.
both of your hands then.
Yeah. Okay. So from here, I've done the kick. I'm going to turn. I'm going to land on my left foot. I've spun on my right. as I shift my weight to the left, I'm going to start moving my arms. I'm going to pick up the right foot, and when my heel lands and roots, I do my chop. Again. So we've done the kick. We're going to turn, 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 turn on the right foot. Shift weight to the left. Start moving the arms and step out, root with the heel and chop. Shift forward, strike. Okay. Let's do that. If you are up for it today, do the spin as well. So we're going to start. We've done left heel kick. Here. Sink. Keep the left the way it is. Spin. Land. Circle the arms. Chop. Heel touch. Step forward. Punch. And here at the end, just since we're in the final position here, check. Your torso is leaning forward in line with the back leg, chest square, left hand shoulder height, and the right fist is at the hip, the right hip down here. Yes, that's looking good. And let's do that again. So from left heel kick, sink, don't change the left hand, spin, change footwork, heel and chop, shift forward and strike. And again. Left leg back, don't change the left hand, spin, chop and strike. Just keep doing it and let me have a look. And finish when you get to the end. Judy had a question.
Yeah, directionally again. When I finish, where am I by the clock? Because I've turned around a lot to watch you. Where am I when I finish by the clock?
I can't guarantee for you that I'm going to get this right where we are with the clock. You know, when we do, I tend not to think about where we are on the clock because really what I'm focusing on is the movement.
Well, I'll tell you what I think. When we started, we're in the standard position for left heel kick, right? We're just in the regular. Right. So we finish right around there, same thing, right? All right, 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock.
Yep. So we are finishing at 9 o'clock, correct?
Okay.
Yep. So just a couple of things I noticed. One is when you do the chop, what I'd like you to think about is you're chopping here, don't extend the arm too far. So you're just doing a chop, you're chopping to here. And then from the chop, I'm going to do it in this direction. After you've done the chop, right, you're in a bow stance. Bring the fist down, but make sure that your arm isn't back like this. Make sure that your shoulder is sinking. Because some of us are actually bringing the arm back like this rather than like this. So when you pull it down, make sure you're pulling it down so with the chest closed. Other than that, it's looking pretty good. John, did you have a question? No. Okay.
I have a question.
Please.
I have the same problem with parry, block, and punch. Okay, so you're like that. You've spun around. And then my right hand goes down and punch.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm not going to mirror you, but let's just do this. So this is my right hand, your right hand. Imagine somebody's punching to you. You're deflecting down, and then you're striking out. So from here, comes in, deflects down, flips around, punch. Down, punch. This one, right? Now the right hand is just in the time that it takes your right hand to come down and chop, the left arm is just going to gradually come and sit in front of the shoulder, ready and cocked to do the strike out. So it's going to be moving much more slowly than the right.
Oh. So that's useful what you just did. So they both end, I was ending it right before my chop, but that's not right, right?
I don't think so. I think, you know, the way I think about it, actually, let's just think about turn body chop, right? From fan. So to here I'm already a little bit advanced because my fist is now further down, but
right.
I finish with my hand in front of my shoulder when I chop with the right fist. This is the place where, this is the snapshot we're aiming for. So we need to adjust the speed of the two arms to get us to that snapshot.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. So let's move on. And the next two movements, which get us to the end of the first section of the 49, are really very simple transitions. So the first one is punch to the groin. So we're here, and I think, yeah, we're facing. Judy, I hope you will keep correcting me. I believe we are facing the easterly direction, 9 o'clock. So we've done turn body chop here. So I'm going to turn around in a second, but this is the regular direction. We're going to do punch to the groin. To do punch to the groin, shift weight back slightly, open the right toe because you're going to step into a left bow stance. The left arm is going to do a deflect and a brush across your body as you step with the left foot, brush and punch with the right. So doing it from this direction, where we're starting in a right bow stance. We're going to open the right toe, step through as the left arm comes across the body, punching into the groin. And just a reminder here, the difference between punching down, punch to the groin, right? The elbow is slightly bent. The fist eye of your right fist is vertical, so that the front of your fist is like this. Whereas when we punch down, the fist eye is pointing diagonally. Here it's pointing this way. For probably all of us in this group, because none of us have really long bow stances, in order to get to groin height, you have to bend more than more than your back leg, right? So normally our posture in a bow stance is the back and the legs are in a line. Here we're tilted forward slightly more so that we can get to groin height. And I'll do it in this forward direction. So we start in a right bow stance, shift weight back, open the right toe, deflect down, step through, and punch to the groin. Fist up, torso square, looking sort of down in the general direction of probably 3 yards or so in front of you. Left hand sitting normal position by the left knee. Fingertips pointing forward. So let's just do that a couple of times together and see if it works for you. So we are in the right bow stance after having done chop with fist. Shift weight back slightly, open the right toe. Deflect to the right with the left arm. Step. Brush to the left, flatten the foot, and lean forward, punch. Again. Right foot forward. Open the right foot. Deflect to the right. Deflect to the left. Punch. Right bow stance. End of turn body chop. Shift back slightly to open the right toe. Now deflect to the right with the left arm. Step. Deflect to the left and punch. Again. Shift weight back, open, turning to the right, keep turning to the right with that deflect, come back to the left and punch. As you're in this position, just check your bow stance. Make sure, and this is tricky, that you've actually got root in the back leg. So release. So one of the things that is a little difficult, at least for me, is because I'm in a bow stance and my torso is leaning forward, my center of gravity is even further forward that way, it's hard to keep my back heel down. So press with your front thigh, press with your left thigh into your back leg, push and support, rooting, so that you actually keep that root. That'll help you with 40% on the back leg. Okay. And, okay, give me a sense how this is working for people. Is it sort of okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down? I'm seeing thumbs, okay. A few people are not certain. So are there any things that are not clear that you'd like me to talk about more? Let's just practice it a few more times. So we are in a right, I'll face in this direction for a change. Right bow stance, we've done turn body chop with fist, so the right fist is by the hip. Shift weight back slightly, open the right toe. As you open the right toe, your body's going to start going to the right. Here's your deflect. Step through, brush, and then punch. Again. So we're in right bow stance, shift weight back, open the right toe, deflect to the right, step through, come to the left, and punch to the groin. Check that I think we're looking good. Check that your right fist, shoulder in line with right hip, that you're not out to here or to the side. It's a good punch. Yes, that's looking good. And check that your fist, if you can, if your fingers allow this is the shape of your fist. Thumb across the front, so we don't want the fingers at an angle, we want the fingers square, and we're punching with the front of the fist horizontally. Okay, so let us press on. We'll review all of this in detail next week, but I want to get you to the end of the first section, because the next one is apparent closing up, right? And after apparent closing up, cross hands. But the wrinkle is, normally we would do apparent closing up from parry, block, and punch, right? So we would do apparent closing up from here, but rather than this position, we're in this position. So how do we get into apparent closing up? So the first thing is your torso is leaning slightly, right? Straighten up your torso, arms come up, yield forward, the left hand comes to the left, palm up, sitting back, passing palm, turn at the back, palms in front of the ribs, and come forward. Let's just do that. I'll show you from a couple of different directions. So instead of doing it from this position, we're in punch down. So one, straighten up, arms come up, then open the chest slightly, the left palm comes, turns palm up. Now as you shift back your weight, shuttle the left arm under the right, pull the right arm over the left forearm. Your ending posture when your weight is in the back, left arm is nice rounded out, right arm is rounded here. You're going to now rotate the right arm and bring the left arm rotated so that it's symmetrical. Both palms are in front of your ribs, and then push up and out into push. From this direction, we've done punching to the groin, Shift weight back, come up, arms come up. The left arm comes to the side, palm up. Now left goes right, right comes left as you shift back weight. Pull the right arm over the left forearm. So here's your posture here, right? Your right palm in front of the ribs, left one is still up in ward off. As you rotate your chest square, both palms sit in front of the ribs, pushing with the back legs up and out. Again, we're in punching down. Here. 1. Lift the body, lift the arms. Left arm to the left, rotate the palm up. Now shuttle the left palm under the right, pulling the right arm over the center of the left forearm to the back. Turn the chest square, pushing out. Again, from punching down. Lift the torso, lift the arms. Left arm goes to the left, palm up. Shuttle, left under right as you are moving back. Pull the right arm over the left. Chest opens more than corner. Turn the chest, turn the body back to square, pushing up and out. And you're in push, apparent closing up. And then we just have cross hands to go. Any questions about that? Yes, Rogelio.
I think you said it first, but then I'm not sure I saw it. You do still do the little gilding, right?
I'm sorry, say again?
You gild a little bit as
yes.
You're coming from.
Yes. So this is the same, it's under the same heading as the conversation we had earlier, which is when I watch Master Young's demos that I have access to, I don't actually see very much from here. I don't see much of a turn, but I do a slight turn because I'm opening. So I do think that there is a slight turn, but if you just lift and if you just lift and rotate your left arm, you're not wrong. For me, it feels better to have a slight yielding, just as we do it when we do parry, block, and punch, right? Somebody's pulling, you're yielding, so it's this waist turn is making the palm go up, and then you're coming back to the other side. Okay, in the last minute, as always, we've run long, and we'll stay on, and for those of you who want, and some of us are joining, we'll practice the whole form together. Let's just do from the turn body, chop with fist, punch to the groin, apparent closing up. So the new movements that we did today. So we are starting, we have done the left heel kick after twin fists. So turn body, chop with fist, sink, don't change the left hand, spin, sit, chop 30%, shift forward, weight, strike with the left. Punch to the groin, shift back slightly, turn the right toe to the right, deflect to the right, step through, brush, and punch to the groin. Apparent closing up. Lift the torso, lift the arms, left arm to the left, rotate, shuttle under the right, sit the palms, and push out. And stop. So let's just do, we'll end there. I realize we should do a little bit of a cool down at the end, so let's just circle the hips a little bit. I think we've had a good workout, and I hope everybody's okay, and stay hydrated. Rotate to the other side. Few times, and now fist up and drop, breathing out, breathing in and up, drop, breathing out, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out. Just shake out any tension that you might have. And stop. I'll do the announcements after we close class. Let us finish here. 同学们，再见。
老师，再见。
再见。